Barak and Shalom. This is Malek Boaz Ban Yochanan Ban Dawid of Yehuda. I am Nabi Ahaya Nabi Ahaya Elohim. Eloah Elohim, that is the prophet of the Most High God. Excuse me, I'm a little tongue twisted at the moment. And this is going to be part 2 of the Scriptures Not Taught in Church series for Deuteronomy 28. And what we're going to be doing for this installment is we're going to be reading verses 1 through 10. As a matter of fact, 1 through 14. And in these verses, it is talking about the blessings and the rewards and the provisions that YAHUWAH had set up and stored up and set to the side in heaven, waiting to be poured down upon the Hebrews as they continued out through their life and their generations, following YAHUWAH's laws, statutes, and commandments, just as he had asked them to do. Now, I want to make sure to reiterate this. Now, as much as this was a requirement for the Hebrews to do, this was also a request for the Hebrews to do. See, the thing is that YAHUWAH wanted them to love him genuinely, okay? And he did his best to give them ample amount of reasons for why they should love him, okay? And naturally, everybody has a standard of love that they wish to receive. So it is absolutely wrong and hypocritical for a person to say that that love can't come with an ultimatum, because even God's love comes with an ultimatum. For people think that God's love is unconditional, and it is unconditional to the extent that he loves his human family, and he's going to make sure that he provides for all of us, even those that don't care much about him. But the condition also lies within this. If you do not have any kind of love, care, respect for God, then how much more should he do anything for you in your life? But remember, Christ himself says that YAHUWAH still shines the sun down on the righteous as well as the unrighteous. And he sends his rain down on the worthy as well as the unworthy. So the thing is that God still gives people ample time and ample opportunity. He will continue to love them through their hatred. So that way, hopefully, through their hatred and the understanding of his love, they will begin to love him as well. So that is the purpose of why it was so important for the Hebrews, the Israelites, the Jews, the real Jews, to follow God's commands. Because not only did it show their love for him, but it also released their reward and their provision from him. And I don't think they really understood that. This is something that they misunderstood greatly. And that's the reason why they constantly backslid and turned their back on YAHUWAH, because they didn't have this understanding and this concept. They were too blinded by their own selfish ambitions and their own selfish wants to see what all Yah had already done for them, for him to have a simple request for them to do for him. Okay? And then think about this. His requests, as far as his law, statutes, and commandments, were very simple. All right? His main thing was to treat everybody lovingly and fairly. Even the alien, even the illegal alien, if you want to call it that, they still had to be treated lovingly and kind and compassionately. They had to be treated almost in a sense as if they were a part of the original Hebraic family. This is written in the Old Testament, people. This is a law. that most people don't really know about, and they kind of happen to look over and peruse over. But let's go ahead and read these first 14 verses, okay? And we're going to end the video after these first 14 verses, and I will catch you on the next video, and we'll go into a little bit more depth. It says, if you fully obey the Lord your God, YAHUWAH, your Elohim, and carefully keep all of his commandments that I am giving you today. This is Moses speaking to the Hebrews. Then YAHUWAH, your Elohim, will set you high above all nations of the world. You will experience all of these blessings if you obey YAHUWAH, your Elohim. Your towns and your fields will be blessed. Your children and your crops will be blessed. The offspring of your herds and your flocks will be blessed. The fruit of your baskets and the breadboards will be blessed. Whenever you go out, whatever you do will be blessed. YAHUWAH will conquer your enemies when they attack you. They will attack you from one direction, and they will scatter or run in seven. YAHUWAH will guard a blessing on everything that you do and will favor your storehouses and your grain. He will fill your storehouses with grain. YAHUWAH, your Elohim, will bless you in the land he is giving you. If you obey the commands of YAHUWAH, your Elohim, and walk in all his ways, then YAHUWAH will establish you as his holy people, as he swore he would do. A holy people. God wanted us to be holy, perfect and holy. And the only way to become that, the only way to gain that perfection and holiness, truth be told, was through the law, statutes, and commandments. But Paul gives a confusing rhetoric in reference to that I'm not going to go into in this video. But yeah, the truth is that the law was given to the people to make them holy and to make them perfect. Okay. Then all the nations of the world will see that you are a people claimed by YAHUWAH, and they will stand in awe of you. YAHUWAH will give you prosperity in the land he swore to give your ancestors, and he swore to your ancestors to give you, blessing you with many children, numerous livestock, and abundant crops. YAHUWAH will send rain at the proper time from his rich treasury in the heavens, and will bless all the work you do. You will lend to many nations, but you will never need to borrow from them. That was a promise given to the black Hebrew Israelite Jews that the Ashkenazi, Khazarian, and Sephardic fake Jews have stolen from us. That is a birthright that has been stolen from us. Just like Jacob stole Esau's birthright, so has these fake Jews stolen our birthright to be the lender to the nations. The last two verses I will finish. If you listen to these commands of YAHUWAH, your Elohim, that I am giving you today, and if you carefully obey them, YAHUWAH will make you the head and not the tail. You will always be on top and never at the bottom. You must not turn away from any of the commands I am giving you today, nor follow after other gods and worship them. Baruch and Shalom. I will see you on the next video.